What's good, y'all? So we are back with the OnePlus Watch 2 100 hours later, as they do advertise, for the battery life for the OnePlus Watch 2. I want to start off the video with some positivity though. So the 100 hours is pretty accurate in my estimation. I've been using it pretty much since I got it, which was on Friday. Kind of calculate the hours up. We're sitting at right around 100 hours. There was a day where I didn't really use it so much, but it wasn't on the charger, so it did stay up. But nonetheless, though, I would say it definitely lasted the 100 hours. But within those 100 hours, I discovered a few things that I'm not so happy about when it comes to the OnePlus Watch 2. So let's go ahead and get into it. What's good, Josh? Your man Wayne Trainer. We are back with another joint OnePlus Watch 2. We got some stuff to talk about, so let's go ahead and get it. So here we are about 100 hours later, and I got about four dislikes about this watch that not necessarily I would personally call them deal breakers, but I do have to bring them up to you guys because they very well could be for you. So let's go ahead and start it off with number one, the design. Now look, this one, honestly, for me was kind of my fault. Honestly, it was kind of my fault. As you can see, it is a nice looking watch. Like, don't get me wrong, very, very much a nice looking watch. But for the type of person that I am, what I do on the daily, this doesn't necessarily go well with everything that I like to wear. So real casual, laid back type of dress for me, sweatpants, maybe some joggers or something here and there. But a watch like this, it has a very elegant style to it, real nice and smooth, soft around the edges. It's not really rugged in any type of way. You kind of want to wear this with something, maybe a nice suit will look good with this, something clean, turtleneck, something dressed down when you want to wear a watch like this. You get yourself a nice leather band and you all set to go. Now, like I said, for myself, this is a good looking watch, but what I prefer on a daily is something a little more along these lines, very G-Shock-ish. As you see, I got the digital display there. Now, I kind of have a little bit of that going on with the watch over here. We got a little digital action going on over here, but honestly, I really like how it looks over here on the wallway. But you see the wallway here, got the numbers around the outside. Just the overall look of this watch kind of fits my more everyday use. So I tend to look to grab this one or wear this one more often than I have been for the OnePlus Watch 2. Now, again, like I said, it's a good looking watch, but personally, I might steer towards another direction, maybe even an Apple Watch over this one. Now, number two is software. So once again, it's not a bad experience. It's very smooth, very snappy and all that. But one specific thing that kind of annoys me when it comes to the software is the inability to really see your usage. So like if I go into settings and I go and find battery, you see here 97%, should last 4 days and an hour. Cool. Now you click on usage. So I don't have much usage because I did just charge it. So say I used it all day today and I want to check my stats. I'm cool, I can check out what I did for the day. But if I want to check what I've done since the since the watch has been charged fully, it only really allows me to go back the day before. So it doesn't give you that full uptime like on the Apple Watch, where you can kind of see, since it's been charged, this is what you had for battery life, this is what you got for usage. The Huawei watch, honestly, to this watch's credit, the Huawei watch is somewhat the same. It doesn't give you a full breakdown. I would like to see that more so in the app. Now, if you want to kind of calculate your battery usage, you could go into like the fitness area or any like the heart tracking, because it does keep a log of each one of those, and then you can just kind of manually calculate about how long it's been going. But that's just doing too much. I just wish it would just be right there in the app, show you what your usage is from start to finish or whatever, and just keep it moving. But like I said, small petty gripe, but honestly, it's an annoyance. It's something I feel like you can easily add. Number three accessories. If you go on Apple's website and check any of the watches from the SE line all the way to the Ultra line, they offer you a plethora of different colors and options and types of bands for your watch experience. Now, I understand Apple has been in this game for so long. They've kind of got it, you know, they got it down packed now. So it didn't always start off this beautiful. It definitely, you know, there wasn't a lot always available, but even in the beginning, there was a number of options. And when it comes to OnePlus, knowing the competition, knowing the landscape, knowing what you're going up against, knowing how great this watch is and what it's capable of, honestly, especially in the Android market where there's not a lot going on there, you got to come out swinging, like for real. You got to come out like, all right, we're going to have everything laid out. We're going to have watch bands. We're going to have different color options, different types of watch bands, from metal to silicone to woven, cloth, whatever you could think of, anything that can fit our customer needs. And obviously, I know third party, you can go third party. That's not the discussion here. It's more so about what OnePlus has done to, you know, make it easier for, you know, the OnePlus user. Like if I'm somebody who's new to OnePlus and I just, you know, I want to check out this watch, I have to now go elsewhere to get all my other accessories when I was just right here on the website. You know, I can just do everything right here and never have to leave. Lastly, and this one kind of hurts, I ain't gonna lie to you, because when I did the unboxing, I was kind of like, I had high hopes. I had high hopes. And I was like, okay, I think we are in for a treat. Sad to say though, the haptics. A lot of people may not talk about it. You know, like I said, y'all seen, I'm haptics, man, dude. Like haptics for me can really destroy an experience for any device. If those vibration motors don't hit in a certain way, if they don't feel a certain way, it just doesn't do it for me. It gives off cheap. It gives off a lot of different things. The haptics on the OnePlus Watch 2, mediocre. Honestly, I definitely would rather pick up my Apple Watch. When you're somebody who buys different tech, and there's a lot of people in the comments, a lot of people everywhere that complain about the pricing and, you know, this costs too much, this costs, you know, whatever. This is why I'm okay with spending that extra dollar, the extra few $100s to Apple, because they give you some of these little things that a lot of people find little, but for me is huge. The haptic motor, the smoothness, the overall craftsmanship, the attention to detail, the longevity, the support, all of that goes into the value of the watch. And when it comes to the OnePlus watch, I'm not trying to harp on it because it is definitely a new watch. Like, this is their first time actually going in seriously with the watch. This watch has a lot of potential. And honestly, if it wasn't for me having somewhat of a fanboyish mindset towards OnePlus, the haptics would have been a deal breaker. I would have definitely been like, you know what? I can't deal with it. I'm gonna send it back. The haptics for me, I do not like to hear that zzz, you know, that zzz. I can't do it. I just don't like that. It doesn't give me quality. I want to give you a little bit of a sound comparison with the haptic motor on the OnePlus Watch 2 versus the Apple Watch. I'm gonna give you guys a little sound test here. Now, let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you did notice the difference, if you noticed what I was talking about. The Apple Watch has a nice thump. And if you've used an Apple Watch, you kind of know what I'm talking about. You remember the Force Touch haptic motor that they had was next level haptics. That Taptic engine or whatever they called it. I need that. in Android Wear watches. Google, if I'm not mistaken, has something very similar. From my experience, the little bit of experience I had with the Pixel watch, the first one, that was the one reason why I wanted to hold on to that watch, is because the haptics were so great. The OnePlus Watch 2 here literally has everything else going for it, aside from the things that I mentioned earlier. The haptics, though, I have to mention it. If you're somebody like me who pays attention to those things, the haptics might be a turnoff for you. But nonetheless, though, that's all I had, though, when it comes to my dislikes for the OnePlus Watch 2. This is not a review. I do have more. I have some more things I want to talk about. Stay tuned, because it's not going to end in negativity. Trust me, there's a lot going for this watch that I do appreciate, but I do want to let you guys know that first. But like, subscribe, share, do it up for your boy. It's your man Wayne Train. We out.